we are, trained to treat those who are, battling narcissistic traits also. I mean, we are trained to treat everyone with compassion, warmth, and give them a safe space to, be themselves and not be very judgmental.
Yes.
I have found that unconditional positive regard can sometimes be weaponized. I mean, that's what I feel. Maybe in the wrong hands, however you put it, but I personally feel it can be weaponized. Um, what are your thoughts on that? In therapy, we heavily emphasize unconditional positive regard, and, yet you see, right in front of you that narcissists are, exploiting, validation. So
Yes.
how do we assess, when kindness becomes, fuel for manipulation? For toxic individuals.
Yeah, this
What are
is
your thoughts?
such a great question. Narcissists, people who are tend to be pathologically narcissistic, they do weaponize things like validation in
Yep.
therapy. They experience validation as confirmation that they're right, not that they're
Mhm.
understood. So validation is about being understood. Confirmation is about right or wrong. And when you validate a narcissist, they internalize it as, now you're saying I'm right, I'm justified. And so it can be very weaponized. I don't believe that you have to give someone unconditional positive regard without without well, let me say this again. You can
Mhm.
give someone unconditional positive regard, but if they're going to exploit it, then you have to set limits to that and tell them harsh truths, and you have to correct people who are going to exploit it. And that's oftentimes why they don't stay long in treatment, because they don't like um, the harsh truths. They take it as character assassination. Um, but when you're working with somebody who's a victim or survivor of this form of abuse, I think you need to give them unconditional positive regard, but there also needs to be an element of psychoeducation. You need to say, look, this isn't something you can you can't validate somebody who's going to exploit you. You know what I mean? So I
Mhm.
think we even have to teach clients not to give people the benefit of the doubt, not to assume collaboration. It's not unconditional positive regard is something that is very helpful for two collaborative people in the room. It can be a danger if one person is not planning on collaborating with you.